guys. Sorry I haven't done a video in quite a while. I think it's been 2 weeks since my last video. Well, I think anyway, because I do apologise that I haven't uploaded as frequent, because school has been taking over the time, and I get home from school really quite late. It is I get home about 7:30, and it's maybe not 7:30, maybe 7 o'clock. No, 7:30. Yes, I get home about 7:30 from school, which is a bloody nightmare. And usually by that time I'm generally quite tired, which is why there's sometimes I upload videos on Saturdays or Sundays. And the latest video I've been in was the Who Addicts Reviews live discussion hangout. If you want to check that out, then please subscribe to Who Addicts Reviews, because that way you will be able to watch the live Google Hangouts. I'm sure they would appeal and interest to you, and so I'm gonna kick off the week by reviewing Doctor Who, my first Doctor Who audio classic novel book, which is Fury from the Deep. I've been wanting the television soundtrack for this for yonks and yonks, mainly because it's the departure of my favourite companion, Victoria. So that's one of the reasons, well, pretty much the main reason as to why I got it. It's a 6-part story, and it's read by David Troughton. If you didn't know, David Troughton has been in Doctor Who 4 times. He was in The Curse of Peladon, I think he played the King. He was also in the War Games, and he played a soldier. And he was in the Moon Base. He played. I think it was just an extra in the Moon Base, and he also appeared as Professor Hobbs in Midnight. So if you didn't know about that, now you know. And because this audiobook is read by him, as it says there, and they're based on it's a reading of the Target novelisation by Victor Pemberton. And I think it's a fantastic story, really well written. It's a really real shame that we don't have it with us, but we have a good selection of surviving clips. I'm not too sure of the number, but I think we have a pretty good selection. So yeah, the cover or artwork looks really good. Obviously, it's based off the Target novel. We've got the sort of station there, if you like. I think that's what it's called, like the port or whatever. I'm not too sure what it's called. You've also got seaweed on the front cover, which is one of the main sort of aspects of the story. Doctor Who Fury from the Deep, new BBC logo. We've got the side of it. Doctor Who Fury from the Deep. This CD's box is really quite weird inside, and you'll see why. But for now, I'll read you the blurb. David Troughton reads this exciting novelisation of a classic Doctor Who adventure. In the dark, uncharted depths of the North Sea, it has lurked, growing in strength and growing in size, and striking terror into the hearts of the mariners down the untold centuries. Landing in the North Sea, gas refinery off the east coast of England, the TARDIS crew are immediately accused of sabotage. Several rig crews have mysteriously vanished, and strange pressure builds have been detected. In the refinery's pipelines, the Doctor can hear steady rhythmic beats of what? Soon the Doctor, Jamie and Victoria find themselves at the unrelenting mercy of the deadliest and most terrifying foe they have ever encountered. David Troughton reads Victor Pemberton's complete and unabridged novelisation first published by Target Books in 1986. It's a 6-disc box set, and the running time is 6 hours and 55 minutes, so pretty much 7 hours of Doctor Who, so that's quite a long time, but I can't imagine how long the War Games will be. And we've also got some like little advertisements, £5 off, and I got the booklets with sort of the running times and the chapters. It's basically episode per disc, which is quite good, and one of the discs has just fallen out there. So we've got disc 1, disc 2, and here we've got disc 3. It's quite difficult finding the discs because it took me a while to find them. Disc CD4, CD5, and finally we have CD6, so quite a weird setup. So we've got advertisements for Doctor Who and the War Games, Doctor Who, The Stones of Blood, Ghost Lights, The Abominable Snowmen, that's the one I want to get, and Doctor Who and the Mind Robber. So yeah, that's what you get inside this really brilliant set. It's really recommended. I know there are people who, you know, find audios difficult to get into. I mean, it's understandable, but because obviously there are some people who you know, fall asleep whilst listening to an audio, but of course that is completely understandable. Like I said, it's a fantastic story. The departure is really emotional for the companion, but the way it's sort of built up towards the end it's like I said, emotional, but it's fantastically written, and it is probably one of my favourite companion departures. But I'd say like the darkest one was the Amy and Rory departure. Despite the fact they're not my favourite companions, I thought that was a pretty good departure of a, you know, companion set. And but however, there's you don't hear the Doctor Who theme tune on this, which I was quite surprised about, because on the new series audios they always play the, you know, theme tune to it. But no, they didn't play it on this. But they have edited like their own soundtrack to this. Whether or not it's from the actual story, I'm not too sure. Or I think they might have just made their own soundtrack to make the story more creepy. It's a very creepy story. It's quite disturbing, and I'm sure it's a very claustrophobic feel story on the television. But I wish it will get. I wish it will get found, because if it does, maybe with a bunch of others, it will probably be the first one I'll buy when it comes out, hopefully in a few years' time. If it ever gets found, I really hope it does, because it is a fantastic story. Obviously I can't give any performances because it's David Troughton reading the story. It's not a television soundtrack, as much as I want one. I've seen them on eBay, and I try to get them on eBay, but I don't really use eBay, because I've never bought anything off there. Sold a few things on there, but I've never bought anything off it. So yeah, thank you for watching my review. I give this audio a 9.5 out of 10 because it's fantastic, and I hope to get more classic novel audiobooks in the future. So like I said, apologies about the absence of videos, and take care, and bye for now.